Hi everyone. I'm not a very good attorney. So it turns out I looked up a walkthrough and that statement about I don't have any way to prove I'm right. Total red herring. The walkthrough doesn't even mention it. We are supposed to press on this statement here. My thoughts were confirmed by the evidence, of course, the button and the knife. You could hardly call the knife a decisive evidence. The fingerprints on the knife could very well be a clever camouflage. Okay. Then, what about the button? The button? It's clear from the crime scene that the victim and the murderer fought. And during the fight, the killer ripped the button from the Gem Ninja's costume. Okay. You're talking about this button, correct? That button was found in the pleats of Matsukama, isn't that correct? I would think that makes very decisive evidence. Okay. Looks like you outfoxed again, Mr. Wright! Anyway, the knife doesn't prove a thing. Please fix your testimony. Okay. I don't know what did I say was wrong? I can't stand the sight of a man who can't gracefully accept his defeat. Say, ... thank goodness Mia can still look at me. Well, I guess was Andrews not. With an icy stare, yes. Mr. Andrews, for Mr. Wright's sake, please add this information in your testimony. Okay, so we're gonna get another new testimony. That button was torn off of Juan during his fight with Matt. Okay, so we're supposed to present something, I suppose. Was ripped from his costume, is covered in Kurita's blood, found in on guard Sakama. I'm guessing this is probably the evidence. I don't know anything that would be related. The other thing is, the fact that it's covered in blood means I'm assuming that... I assume what that means is it's a contradiction because, no, he hadn't stabbed the guy yet. There wouldn't be this much blood on it. So let's present that. Oh, no, this music is still going. Your Honor, what do you think about the witness statement? So that's not it. Okay, I didn't look at what to actually present against the fixed statement. I just presented, I just looked at, no, that's not gonna be it either. I just looked at, which statement to press against. Huh. Hey, wine glass. I'm just presenting everything because I have no clue. See, let me look at all the evidence. That was torn off of Juan during his fight with Matt. Sure. Do we have... See, we have the picture of the Gem Ninja, don't we? See, wait, do we not have a picture of the Gem Ninja? We do not have a picture of the Gem Ninja. I wanted to see the button. See, perhaps the knife, because the blood, I don't know. I have a feeling the blood is relevant. The fact that there's so much blood, if it was just during the struggle portion of this murder, and not the actual murder. See, photo was taken probably right after the murder. So we determined that this was actually Andrews. It's gonna be the same. I'm just gonna present everything I think is relevant, and then I'm going to press it. And if I can't get anything from that, I'm going to look up a walkthrough, and it'll probably be something that looks completely irrelevant. Okay, let's see. Is it gonna be the autopsy report? Oh, apparently it is. Okay. This is the victim's autopsy report. I don't know how this is relevant, but clearly states that the cause of death was a strangulation by a scarf. Just strangulation? The knife stab to the victim was done after the victim had already died. Okay, so basically the same deal as I was trying to get with presenting the button, but apparently not here. And what does that mean? Let's examine the evidence. This button has the victim's blood on it, which would mean that it was ripped off of the costume when, after he died, or after the knife was stabbed into the victim. But she is saying that it happened during the struggle. Exactly, which means it's impossible this button was torn off during the victim's final struggle. Remember, say, I thought there was going to be murmur. It's probably going to come right after this, though. And whenever this music starts up, we pretty much always get a murmur and a gavel hammer. Because the victim was strangled to death in that fight. Or, no, apparently not. See, ha! That's right, Miss Andrews. There is no way this button was ripped off during the struggle, the text is going too slow. I also can't be hammy tonight, because it's 3:41 in the morning. This button was consciously pulled off of the victim's already dead body. Alright, there's our murmurs. Order, that means... Okay, so Edgeworth is going to object. Probably the fact that it was just speculation on the witness's part. What is the meaning of this, right? So what if the button was torn off the body after the victim had already died? That's some evidence of some planting evidence. What does that change? Let me ask you one simple question, Mr. Edgeworth. Why was the button torn off? What purpose did that serve? What purpose? We now know this button was not torn off during the fight, so the murderer took the time and effort to purposely rip this from the victim's body. Indeed. That would mean that the murderer had something in mind, wouldn't it? ... That's right, this means you know what the murderer wanted to do with this button. What was it? To have a memento of the crime. To pin the crime on guard. Or to destroy evidence. I think the answer here is pretty obvious. It's to pin the crime on guard. Memento of the crime wouldn't make sense if it ends up being on guard to comma. He also wouldn't, destroy evidence by putting it in on guard to comma. So it's to pin the crime on guard. There's only one logical reason for doing something like that, as I just explained. It was to pin the crime on Mr. On Guard. Say, ... There was no way anyone would put a bloody button in their own pants. No, indeed. That's right, Mr. On Guard was set up. By the real killer, of course. Murmur, murmur. And the real murderer is... I think that's supposed to say murderer, but... Well, Mr. Wright, who in the world is the real killer, then? Hey, finally. I can't believe I managed to bring this trial all the way up to this point. On the first day. Phoenix, you can't let your guard down yet. Not until the very end. The real killer, the person you plan to frame as Mr. On Guard, is going to be a profile. See, I don't even have the killer in the thing. Sure. I think the only person who really makes sense here is Adrian. Even though it seems a little strange for her to kill Lon, since she was trying to... I guess maybe she thought he had the note, like, in the guitar case? I don't know. Saying, let's present Adrian, I suppose. Miss Adrian Andrews, that's not generic, so... I choose you! Well, it's a nice little Nintendo reference. You are Mr. Korea's killer. Well, what? Yeah, and there go her glasses again. Say, Order! Mr. Wright! This is a very grave matter. Do you have any evidence to support your charge? Any evidence? All of the evidence points to Miss Andrews. Those ones that don't point to On Guard, I suppose. What? How preposterous! You can't stick any of that on me! I can't, can I? Would you dare to test me? See, then what about this knife? I think the idea is that using the glove, she pulled On Guard's knife specifically and then stabbed it in. The knife was used to stab the victim after he'd already been strangled to death. It was used to throw suspicion on Mr. On Guard, naturally. The knife covered in the defendant's fingerprints could only be taken from his room, which she had access to. The woman who had dinner with him and knew which knife to take was you. So there go her glasses again. Then, what about the button that was found in Pensacoma? She put it there, because she also has access to his room. This button was removed from the victim's body after he had already died. The only people who could have done so were the person who found his body, or the killer. However, if Mr. Angard was the real killer, there's no way he would put such incriminating evidence in his own Hakama. That indeed doesn't make sense, and she has a shitload of glasses again. The only person who could have put this button into Mr. Angard's Hakama is the person who went to wake him from his nap, which is you, yet again, Miss Andrews. I see! What about the empty guitar case? There's also another piece of evidence that incriminates Miss Andrews, so it's looking bad for her. The costume was used to hide the real killer's identity as they fled the crime scene. So, except she had... let's see...
I suppose the whole glove thing would make sense if she, you know, she wanted to have her prints on the wine glass, but not on the guitar case.
You know, if she was actually consciously thinking about it. Yeah. Now, who could have known that there was such a costume inside the guitar case? It could only have been the person who prepared the costume for the victim. Or the victim himself. And the person is you, Miss Adrian Andrews. No, Edward is going to object. Miss Andrews' fingerprints were nowhere to be found on the guitar case, and it was you who proved that she was not wearing gloves at the time. That's right! That's because she did not intend on leaving any prints. If anyone had found out that she had touched the case, they would have asked her why. To avoid leaving any prints, she used a towel or something else to open it. Okay. Or instead of just putting the gloves back on. But the glass of tomato juice is a different story. Sanders purposely left her fingerprints on the glass to show that, yes, indeed, she was the classic dazed discoverer of a dead body. See, she just keeps losing glasses. Apparently being, stress just causes one's glasses to explode. And to top it all off, there is this photo. A photo of the killer as they exit the scene of the crime. No reasonable person on Earth can believe this nickel samurai is Mr. Angard. He'd be much too short for his own costume if it was him. And it almost looks like she's just cold. And, well, it's partially because it also looks like she's kind of wearing Zero Suit Samus's suit. Speaking of how tall people are, Miss Andrews, you're also kind of short in stature, are you not? Please, stop! So, is this it? If so, that's a really short case. Well, how about it, Miss Andrews? See, I've got her this time. See, and no one other than Phoenix and Edgeworth have had really any meaningful lines in the last 10 minutes. It's just been Phoenix constantly talking. Pretty much all her lines are "mms" and dots, and Edgeworth and the judge occasionally goes, "Order, right, what is the meaning of this?" Miss Andrews, yeah, stuff like that. See, and stuff like that. I refuse to testify. What was that? Let's see. There's a law. It says I can't be forced to testify about something if it can incriminate me. So like the Fifth Amendment. Well, yes, except this. Apparently, Japanifornia has the Fifth Amendment too, instead of just actual California. I found out about that name for the whole series, where the series takes place, Japanifornia, and I like it. Since it's originally written for Japan, but then localized in English, where we still have villages full of women who wear kimonos with a giant-ass mountain in the background. See, oh yes, you're absolutely correct, Miss Andrews. The law does provide us with a way to avoid self-incrimination. By allowing a witness to not testify if the testimony can cause damage to themselves. What? Apparently, no one's ever thought about that in the series yet. Oh god. Pleading the Fifth is not something most people would think to do on the spot. I'm sorry about that beeping, by the way. It'll be in this video. It'll also be in Minerva's Den, Part 14, which I intend to record right after this because my Verizon set, which is right next to where my computer is, has it's telling me to replace the backup battery, and it makes a beep every 15 minutes when it does this. I actually figured this out just before I went to record. It had been bothering me all day. Apparently, when that backup battery is almost out, it starts beeping every 15 minutes, and it's really annoying. I'm hoping I'll be able to sleep through it. Oh, who knows? So yeah, you'll hear a second one probably later in this video. You'll probably hear one in the Whatever's Dead video. Anyway, so, but, oh well. Nothing I can do about it. So let's continue on. Actually, thinking back to yesterday in Mr. Onguard's room, what about it? Say, Adrian Andrews! Well, this is one karma. Yes? Think hard about what we just discussed. Okay, oh wait, it took a moment to whip, apparently. Understood! Alright. Wait. Oh, are we talking about the card here? Is that gonna be what's relevant? Let's see. ... That's it. That's when Francisca pointed this idea into her head. What? She must have told Andrews not to testify if things looked bad, so she... Okay, you did a good job proving everything up to this point, Phoenix. There's still one thing you haven't done. Something I haven't done? Edgeworth said. What's wrong, right? Oh, you finished already? Run out of evidence. See, exclamation point. What's so humorous, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm sure you realize this as well, Johanna. But everything the good lawyer here has proven up to this point is meaningless. What? Wait, everything you have proven is circumstantial. Circumstantial? Yeah, I know what circumstantial evidence is. Yes, circumstantial. You have yet to provide a single piece of definitive proof. Same for you. Proof that Miss Andrews did in fact harbor a wish to murder Mr. Corina. So the motive, basically, that's gonna be what's going on here, as we determined in the last video. So, Miss Andrews, did you want to kill Mr. Corina? I believe this may lead to me incriminating myself, so I will abstain from answering. Okay. But Miss Andrews, well, that doesn't look very good for her. If you do that, it would be the same as admitting your guilt, don't you think? Maybe so, or maybe not. There is nothing to prove it either way. Besides, you don't even know what crime I would be guilty of due to my silence. Murdering Corina? No, she's taking that defiant attitude again. Mia, what should we do? Somehow we've landed in the worst possible situation. A stalemate? I think we've reached a certain conclusion at this point in time. Miss Andrews has refused to testify. And the defense's theory that she is the actual murderer is going too slow with the text. Has not been fully substantiated with solid definitive proof. But that's not true. Well, I think can you at least declare a not guilty verdict so we can just, get Maya back. In this situation, there's only one thing this court can do, and that's to declare a recess. Okay, recess? Okay, as long as it's not another day. I request both the prosecution and the defense look further into this matter. And tomorrow's trial, tomorrow, so fuck. You don't have a tomorrow. If we don't get a not guilty verdict today, then I'm holding it. Please wait, Your Honor. That's not necessary. The trial. Please continue the trial. What are you sweating for? You think we could maybe be like, hey, just call a 10-minute recess, and then can I have Edgeworth in my room, speak to him privately? Say, hey, dude, I need a not guilty verdict here, or this dude is this crazy ass dude is gonna kill Maya. Can you help me not happen, or help me not let that happen. Fuck, I can't happen. a miracle not happened. Sorry, I guess I just gave it away. I kind of know how this case ends. So, oops. Your client is getting one more day to live, isn't he? But yeah, he's not really my client. That's not it. This isn't about that. Edgeworth, I know you know who the real killer is. So, please, let the trial continue. If I don't get the verdict, and Maya... So I just spilled it out. So, question mark. Well, it's impossible to continue as long as the witness refuses to testify. This court is... I guess Edgeworth is objecting. It is not impossible for the trial to continue just without her testimony. See, so I think he gets it now. So she says, exclamation point. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you? It's true, Miss Archer holds the right against self-incrimination. However, if the topic of conversation was something unrelated to whatever she may be guilty of, then she has no right to withhold testimony. Yes, that's very true, but, actually, there's one thing that I'm curious about. Miss Andrews. When you found the victim's dead body, poured yourself a glass of juice. Yes, and I can't help but think how unnatural that is. Usually when one finds a body, they're shaken up, not stirring a glass of juice. Is that supposed to be a James Bond reference? So my actions were unusual, but I've already... Before you speak, I want you to state that if you have a reason behind your actions, I would like you to testify to that effect. Say, testify? Your Honor, I would like to request that the witness testify again as to what happened when she first discovered the victim's body. Whatever you find out in this testimony should in no way implicate the witness. Okay. I don't know what it is about Edgeworth today, but I can't get a good read off of him. Is he friend or foe? I just don't know. That rhymed. I think he's doing everything in his power to be a friend without making it look like it. Without, like, going, I give up, yeah, it's not on guard. The court acknowledges the prosecution's request. Miss Andrews, if you please. Okay. Witness testimony when I found the body. So, my glass of juice. I didn't really pour it for myself. I was surprised when I walked into the room and saw it in that messy state. And Juan, he was sitting slumped over and tired looking in the corner. When I saw him sitting like that, the thought that he was dead didn't cross my mind. To be honest, I thought he had just fainted or something. I went to pour him some juice. When I realized that he was dead, that's when I knocked the flower vase over. Okay, you'd think that, you know, having a knife in his body would be, you know, pretty fucking obvious, but no, that, you know, that he was dead, or at least just not fainted. And of course, if she's the killer, then this, you know, doesn't, you know, hold at all. It's completely fabricated. So what like also just for the victim? What did you say so in your earlier testimony? I didn't think I needed to include something so trivial. Okay. Phoenix. Please be careful here. If you can't find anything wrong with this testimony, then there's nothing left. I know, so we would, you know, have to go to a second day. Edgeworth, what the heck is going on in your brain of yours? He bought us some time, at least. Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. So, actually, I have to wonder, is the killer, like, in the audience or something? You know, how else is he gonna know what the verdict is? Okay. When I found the body, I got some juice I didn't really pour for myself. I'm gonna start pressing things. I have a theory it might be the knife to the I didn't think he was dead, but screw it. But there wasn't anyone else in the room, right? Of course not. Then who did you pour it for? He's going to say to him. See, it's right, there's a rhyme and reason for everything. Wow, that even sounds Velma-ish. Can you wait just a little longer for it to be revealed to you? In other words, right. Be quiet and listen. Yeah, thanks, Edgar. Precisely. I couldn't have said it better myself. Alright. I suppose someone walked into the room and saw it in that messy state. Let's press that. So it was a mess? Yeah, judging by that photo, it looked like it. I'm sure it wasn't messy because of your fight with Mr. Karita, so we're still trying to incriminate her, which she doesn't like. That's probably going to result in incriminating her. I understand your frustrations in not being able to prove your theory. However, before you go accusing people of crimes, you'll find yourself some evidence. Sure, okay. And then, what did you see next, witness? Come on, he was just sitting slumped over and tired looking in the corner. Let's press that. Slumped over, yeah, and dead. Yes, he was just sitting there with his head tilted forward, eyes closed. He really looked like he was sleeping. Okay, is he just mirrored that? Or did that right there sound a little odd? Am I gonna impress further, maybe? When I saw him sitting like that, the thought that he was dead didn't cross my mind. Okay, I'm going to take a state here and try presenting the knife. And if that's not it, then I'll just continue pressing things. The music didn't stop. You don't know what you think about this statement. Okay, that's not it. So what's for my theory? Alright, let's continue pressing then. Then what did cross your mind? I thought maybe he had smashed everything up in anger because he lost the Grand Prix. Okay, despite the fact that he was, going to do the whole confession thing to ruin the career and, was going to get the last laugh anyway. Then felt tired after his rampage, so he decided to take a nap. Anyways, that's what I thought. Okay. I see, so you didn't think he was dead at all. That seems like a huge amount of weirdness sensor, but okay. To be honest, I thought you just fainted or something, so I went to pour him some juice. You thought he fainted? I thought he was asleep at first, but then the room was in such a messy state, maybe he got into a fight with someone. And that's when he went to pour the glass of juice. Yes, he always has a hard time waking up, so one always has a glass of tomato juice to drink. Okay, and that does make sense. I was like, I see! Okay, that voice is weird. I see! And after that, what happened next? Great. When I realized that he was dead, that's when I knocked the flower vase over. And how did you come to realize that he was, in fact, dead? I shook him over and over, but I never got a response. Oh, okay. What I'm thinking is this might be added to the testimony, and then I'll be able to present the knife for that. So I set the glass down on the dresser and tried to take his pulse. I was shocked and staggered backward. But then wouldn't the wine glass be knocked over too? And I was like, oh, it's over. So that's what happened. Yes. This is what it all comes down to. So this seems to be the end of, testimony thing. Huh? This is the absolute end for both sides. Adrian is letting her guard down. Phoenix, now is our best chance yet to kill the prosecution's case. Isn't that a bit harsh? Miss Andrews, will you tell us the truth this time? So, yeah, I got the juice. So, we're supposed to present, something on one of the statements. It's not a press statement. Can I perhaps pull, present the knife here? No. Your Honor, what do you think? Perhaps. Oh, anything in evidence. And there's that fucking beeping again. Oh god, it like freaks me out every time. Don't think that's it. Okay, found next to the victim. Filled with tomato juice. Crime photo. Say. I'm thinking perhaps that glass of tomato juice is relevant. Oh, it almost looks like Andrews is completely stopped. Camera Ninja's button. Autopsy report. Lotus photo. I think it might have something to do with the tomato juice in the photo. So I'm gonna try presenting the crime photo. If this is wrong, then I'll start presenting random things. Yeah, this is wrong. I'll start presenting a few things I have ideas for without looking up a walkthrough. And then, you know, if I have to look at the walkthrough, I will, but I'll see you later. Okay, so, it was the crime photo, to the I thought he just fainted statement. I guess that makes as much sense as any of the other things I presented, but, okay. So, you honestly didn't think he was dead when you found him? See? No, not at all. Even though this is what you saw when you discovered the body. So, the knife. So, apparently the photo is the only thing. Apparently the knife doesn't count, but, you know. Ah! What is the meaning of this? Right. Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? There's a knife sticking straight out of Mr. Korea's chest. So, but, of course, you know, I tried presenting it first, but no. When you saw this scene, would have immediately thought the hero is a dead man. Yeah, okay. Thanks, game. Well, you see, I got a single person in the world would mistake this for someone who fainted. Yeah, no. And then so nonchalantly go pour something to drink. So, the point is, Miss Andrews, your testimony just now is all one giant lie. Yeah. God, I gotta say it like that, you know, as her glasses break. Perfect. And your lie has proven one thing very clearly, that you are the real killer. And so, yeah, incrimination stuff. See, and she looks like Zero Suit. She really does look like Zero Suit Samus in this. Like, if she had, like, sleeves, it would be perfect, in that same blue color. Or if, you know, we could see her midriff, because then it could be the 8th costume, the Zero Mission bikini, blue bikini one. I usually play the orange one myself, but, you know, I gotta, most of my interaction with Zero Suit Samus is through Smash, not actual Metroid. So, you know, I usually play the orange one, so I hit Y twice to go back, and so I see the blue one every time I change it. So, anyway, no! Wow, that is one big no. It looks as if this has somehow brought the ugly truth to light. The defendant, Mr. Malangard, is not guilty after all. See, but that's impossible, you're wrong. Miss Andrews, try to have some composure. So, she's not confessing like pretty much everyone else is, though. See, it wasn't me. It wasn't me, I tell you. It was Mac. I swear it. He's the one who killed Juan. But you were the one who refused to testify. And your reason for not doing that was so that you might end up incriminating yourself. That's because... So, is she maybe going to say, okay, I'll testify about it now in a last-ditch effort to save herself? Miss Andrews, I'll give you one last chance. What exactly are you hiding that may incriminate you? So, yeah, so... Okay, so basically, you're gonna give us that testimony or else. Sweet. ... I refuse to testify! So she's still refusing. Murmur, murmur. There is no need for this court to continue any further. That's why my innocence has been clearly demonstrated. Okay, so we're winning in one trial day, I suppose. Is it over? Have we found the truth at last? What's wrong, Phoenix? Usually the real killer confesses his or her guilt. So yeah, Phoenix is noticing that too. Now I think about it, this is the first time someone hasn't. Nothing. I would like to hand down my verdict for Mr. Malagard. I'm going... that sounded like Ezra's objection. Okay, it is. Your Honor, the prosecution appears to be premature to pass out a verdict at this time. Well, what? The reason is quite simple. This witness has yet to speak the absolute real truth.
So he noticed it as well.
The absolute real truth? Who are you? Witness, don't you understand yet? Huh? I don't know who planted this silly idea in your head, but as long as you protect yourself through silence, Malagard will go free in his place. You will become the guilty party. So Edward's just fucked up everything, but it's kind of for great justice, I guess. That's a lie. I don't believe you. What? I was told if I spoke, it would be all over. And Matt would never be declared guilty. So yeah, this is Francesca. What in the world is she talking about? Has she lost it? I can't speak about it. I'm too scared. It's Francesca von Karma. Huh? Don't you remember, Phoenix? Miss Andrews lives by gripping tightly onto the words of another. So, von Karma is her codependence thing. Because she doesn't have the strength to believe in herself. Then, right now, Miss Andrews is... Yesterday, she was tossed a lifesaver by Miss von Karma. Don't say a word, no matter what happens. If you do, Malagard will be acquitted. Okay. So, is von Karma, saying, hey, I know you're guilty, but, to save yourself, don't say anything, or something? Miss Andrews undoubtedly believes in those words right now, and is clinging onto them. But then what should we do? Well, we're getting Maya back if she doesn't testify, so, I'm good with it. But this is the first time I've ever come across anything like this. Miss Andrews has to be the killer, right? All we have to do now is get her not guilty. That is my only priority. For great justice. It wasn't me. I'm begging you. Please don't kill me. I didn't kill Juan. Help! Please! Someone! Help me! That's right! Yes, Your Honor? Can't continue on like this. Therefore, I'd like to hear what you intend to do. Okay. What I intend to do... What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say? Right. I suggest you think very carefully about this, so we're probably going to get a multiple choice thing here. Think about what this witness did, and what she did not do. And think about who is the real mastermind behind this crime. Who's the real mastermind? Isn't that obvious? Someone else it could be, except the woman crying over there, right? So he keeps putting doubt into your mind. Come now, what will you do? What kind of man are you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Oh, dear God. Okay. So we can either request the not guilty verdict, or force Andrews to testify. Oh. I'm gonna request a not guilty verdict. No, I'm guessing this is the bad ending, but you know what? I think I'm just getting the video here. It's gone on long enough anyway. I'm Phoenix something, and I'm out.